Hello everyone, welcome to From the Star Wars Home Video Library. I'm your host Nathan P. Butler. Now you may recall in recent episodes we took a look at the Clone Wars The Complete Season 2 just recently, which included, among other things, that new Geonosis arc, landing at Point Rain, Weapons Factory, Legacy of Terror, and Brain Invaders. And we've also taken a look back at, when we were looking at some of the Season 1 stuff, some of these odd releases they put out with toys. There were these Walmart exclusive toy packs that had one episode of the Malevolence trilogy with 2 action figures to go with it. 3 of those, and then there were the Target exclusive box sets that were kind of weird that had 4 different action figures and then that Bounty Hunters DVD that wasn't even an episode. It was that weird little 8-minute featurette kind of thing. It was basically a clip show about the Bounty Hunters. And we sort of decried the fact that those were all 16:9 letterboxed, not actual widescreen, so they look weird on a widescreen television. They were also in the same aspect ratio as their original release on Cartoon Network and through iTunes in the case of the Malevolence episodes on those toy pack DVDs. So far, the DVDs with the toy packs, not all that great. But at least it gave us something where we could see some of these episodes in their non-director's cut form on DVD. Well, see, Season 2, though, didn't have a bunch of director's cut episodes. They pretty much were just different in that they were the aspect ratio you'd expect from a theatrical presentation rather than the slightly narrower, slightly taller aspect ratio that you get off of Cartoon Network and off of iTunes for their original release. So one would expect to have something maybe a little bit different by now. Maybe they've learned their lesson from what we saw back with Season 1, if they were to ever do these toy and DVD packs again. And sure enough, they did again through Walmart. In 2011, we got 2 out of 4, 2 DVD toy packs based on the Geonosis arc. We got one for Landing at Point Rain and one for Weapons Factory. But then they stopped. And for a while there was some question as to whether or not the other 2 episodes of that arc would get their own toy packs and what was going on with Walmart. Finally, in 2012, though, they did finish out the line and gave us toy packs, 1 DVD and 2 action figures for Legacy of Terror and Brain Invaders. We're going to take a look, again, at the home video side of this because that is what I collect. I just sell the figures to friends of mine. Now, each of these I'm going to show you, again, was packaged with 2 action figures. I'll note each one as we go along. The DVD has no menu system whatsoever, just like those other toy pack-in ones, but they do have, before the episode airs, and a quick trailer for the complete Season 2 on DVD and Blu-ray. I should also note, though, this time, that these actually are widescreen. They're that theatrical widescreen aspect ratio, not the kind you got from Cartoon Network, not the kind we get from iTunes, and not the kind of crappy letterbox kind that we got on all those other toy releases. They have learned their lesson on that, at least. One thing they didn't seem to do this time around that really kind of bothered me was they didn't put any kind of packaging around the DVD. At least with the other ones, we had those little cardboard packaging bits. You could slide the disc into it. At least it was somewhat protected. Not for these. These were bound into the plastic of the container, and you had to be very careful as you opened it not to break the disc, and then the disc itself was just hanging there loosely. You had to find your own case for them. I just stuck them into some old jewel cases for old CDs that I took the packaging stuff out of here. So when you see these in cases as I hold them up, the cases do not come with it. That's just me needing a place to put these things. The first one was, of course, from Landing at Point Rain. Opened up there to take the glare off there. Landing at Point Rain. And this one came with action figures of Obi-Wan Kenobi and 1 battle droid. Again, it's just the trailer for Season 2 on Blu-ray and DVD, then the episode itself, and then that's it. But at least it's in a better aspect ratio this time around. The second one is from Weapons Factory. That is this one. The last of these from 2011. Remember, 2012 picks up the last 2 of these. And this one came with action figures of Anakin Skywalker and a super battle droid. The third of these from 2012 is, of course, from Legacy of Terror. This one was a pack that included another Obi-Wan Kenobi figure, so that's 2 just in these 4 DVD packs. But this also included a clone trooper. And finally, the last of these, Brain Invaders, which you would expect maybe to have action figures in it of Ahsoka and Barriss Offee, but you're only half right. This came with special Brain Invader figures of Ahsoka Tano and Clone Trooper Scythe. Again, all of these were Walmart exclusives, and at this point, they're kind of hard to hunt down, but you can sometimes find them on eBay. That's what I did before I defrayed some of the cost by selling the action figures off to friends of mine to keep the DVDs for my collection. I mean, there's nothing special here. There's nothing you're going to get on these that aren't already in that complete Season 2 set, but they are unique in that they are the first time that they ever do these in the correct widescreen format as opposed to letterbox, and they're the first of these being released with the toys that don't have their own cardboard covers. Beyond this, nothing particularly special about them, just an oddity to include in your collection, but nothing you're going to miss if you only have the season sets. With that, we'll wrap up this episode. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with the home video viewers.